Jet Brexit news. Ireland is bluffing over its demands for the Irish border. Ray Bassett said the Irish diplomat said Dublin's crash or crash-through strategy is based solely on the hope Britain will eventually back down and accept continued customs union membership. Dr. Bassett said the BLUFF strategy could eventually risk blocking a UK/EU trade deal, after which point Ireland could be steamrolled out of the bloc by the likes of Germany and France, to ensure their firms can still do business with Britain. Speaking at an event organised by the centre-right think tank Politia on Thursday, Ireland's former ambassador to Canada warned his country is in a precarious position. He said, "I think the Irish government is involved in a game of bluff. Your bluff has to be realistic, and in Ireland's case, I can see the realism in it." Ray Bassett, their talking point is that the UK is going to remain in the customs union and single market. It has all predicated on that. The whole thing is predicated on the UK backing down. You have to get across that is not going to occur, and in that case, reality has to dawn. Your bluff has to be realistic, and in Ireland's case, I can see the realism in it. Ray Bassett said Ireland's bluff over the Irish border issue was not realistic. Bassett, who worked on the Good Friday Agreement negotiations, warned Ireland was at risk of much greater harm than the UK in the event of a no deal. He added, "It would be economic madness for Ireland to contemplate a no deal. The sooner we get clarity on the issue of the UK staying in the customs union, the sooner reality will dawn. The Irish border issue has become a major stumbling block in the Brexit talks. The Irish border issue has become a major sticking point in the Brexit talks, and you have expressed a desire to keep trade as free-flowing as possible after the split. But exactly how that can be achieved with Britain outside of the customs union has yet to be decided. The government is working on two systems which it believes will solve the problem: a customs partnership and a system of maximum facilitation. The customs partnership would involve the UK collecting tariffs on behalf of Brussels, and then reimbursing companies which have overpaid through a complex rebate system. But this option has already been labelled unworkable by EU negotiators. The maximum facilitation option, or MaxFac, would use technology and a trusted trader system to reduce the need for customs checks. If you could eventually force Ireland out of the bloc, Dr. Bassett warned this solution is favoured by Brexiteers, but questions remain over whether the technology will be ready in time, and even if Brussels would be willing to accept it. Dr. Bassett said the only feasible option for Ireland was to now either back the UK in trying to make MaxFac work, or leave the EU and negotiate its own free trade deals with Britain and the EU. He warned that, if Dublin eggs in its heels and hopes the UK will back down over continued customs union membership, it could jeopardise Ireland's future as an EU member state. He said the EU's most influential member states, backed by the European Commission, could eventually put the crunch on and demand Ireland leave if it is the only thing standing between them and a trade deal with the UK.